Full time, the points are shared. Spurs 2, Bournemouth 2. Stay tuned to the very end to get my thoughts on that draw, how we played, because I thought we were disappointing today, but the result in the end, probably better for Spurs. Bournemouth robbed. Stay tuned to the very end. As always, very interested to get your thoughts. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Please do like and subscribe. Without further ado, though, let's crack straight into it because it does end 2-2. I think overall this is the better point for Spurs because for me, we were second best today. I've just returned home from the game, by the way, so apologies for a little bit lateness with this video coming out. I thought Bournemouth were really good, and I just think they lacked that clinical edge in that final third. Obviously, had a goal disallowed, hit the post. I thought we were poor. In the end, credit to the players, Ange, etc., for pulling it back, getting something out of the game. But let's not, escape what's happened here. We were poor again today, and players starting to come back. I think Ange's running out of excuses. I think he got the team selection wrong. I think we all knew as fans, and we saw Basuma and Bentancur on that team sheet together in midfield, that we were going to lack creativity, and Salah as well in there. Where was the creativity going to come from? And I think we saw some really poor, generally across the board, poor and rusty performances. A couple of individuals doing well. So the ones that I thought were poor, Porro, who I think is a player that's overhated generally by this fan base, and it'd be fair to say, but proved these critics right today because he was really bad, and there's no escaping it. He was beat on every occasion. Positioning was poor, quite position a lot, sloppy on the ball. So I was super disappointed with him. Johnson again, not really offering anything. Bentancur, Basuma again, were poor between them. Thought Maddison poor when coming on. Odebear, good in moments. I thought his movement was good, and just has something about him, that little bit of trickery. But I think it's a patience game with things. I don't think he took on his man enough and didn't, went missing like Johnson did for large parts in that game. But he's still young and he's just come back from an injury. So patience with him. Not Solanke's day. I don't remember him winning one header, and again come back from a long-term injury and obviously a little knock as well. So I don't put too much against him, but he was poor. Also, as we know, doesn't get the service in the team. In terms of rusty, I thought Romero proper rusty. Danso looked wooden in that second half as he picked up a knock, but generally he played okay. Great to see Romero back on that pitch just by how he played for large parts, in particular the first half, and then Van der Ven, who come on for him. I thought that was introduced quite nicely. In the end, our changes did impact the game, whether you like it or not. Whether it be Van der Ven did, I don't think he was really involved. Either way, he wasn't on the pitch long enough for me to make a difference. But Bergevall certainly made a difference, and that leads us on to more positive performance. Jed Spence once again and Lucas Bergevall come to mind as my positive performers. As I said, Odebear, you could say in there. Vicario, I think he kept us in the game in that first half. Second half, way too slow, frustrated fans such as myself. That was poor. He just wanted too long on the ball. Today we played slow. We were again lethargic. But you can't fault the effort. The players keep going to the end, and they deserve credit to that. For that, that's why I clap them at the end. But for me, there's no structure there. The identity's missing. We don't look really likely to score. We look vulnerable and open as always, even with players coming back. So a lot lies on Thursday, which full focus must be on. But it's no secret that the pressure will be on for Postecoglou. And you hear him after the game, and I don't like him having a dig at the fans for the atmosphere and say, the players done well in coping atmosphere like this. It can be easy for the players basically to fold in. But I'd say to him, if we actually had a pattern of play, turned up, then fans would have something to cheer about, something to get behind. For me, fans aren't the problem here. We travel all the way to Netherlands to go see us play Alkmaar, and then the players deliver and him to deliver a performance like that. He's really disappointed. So it's not the fans, and he's had digs at several occasions with the fans. Must be 10, 20 times now. But for me, he's got that wrong, and he speaks like a man who's A, feeling the pressure, and B, I think demotivated. I think we saw that at the end with Maddison get frustrated, just kicking it long in the end. So, no, I'm happy we got the point. I don't think we deserved it. I don't think our performance suggested it. And I think it feels like a loss because of the way we played. And that doesn't happen in football. In plain right robbery and, broad daylight in this game, Bournemouth, I mean, this is a 2-0 game. Ariola's right. Bournemouth did deserve this, but we got the draw. It's not. I don't really care where we are, in the league because we're not going to change that. As frustrating as it may be, is. And as much as I want us to win, it's not the end of the world. It's just the fact that this isn't the performance we needed going into Thursday. It was very uninspiring, unimaginative, and quite demotivating. So I think that I don't know how I feel about Ange at the moment. I think pull the plug probably at the end of the season or as soon as we go out of Europe. That's he still for me deserves that second leg. But we got to turn it around. We've got to be better because even with players coming back, and I know it's still early days, but we look really, really poor. And Bournemouth are a side that adapted a lot better than we have with injured players. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Player ratings will come soon. Matchday vlogs. Make sure to check out all the content. Reminder to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. As always, appreciate the continued support. But for now, a massive come on you Spurs. We move on.